Hello, today with you I'm going to share a little bit about a book called Another Jar of Tiny Stars. In this book, young students chose their favorite works by 15 poets who received the award for poetry for children given by the National Council of Teachers of English. This compilation is filled with poems that use natural rhythmic language and rhyming patterns to tell stories to which children can relate. Readers will find that the poems range in content from silly stories um, to ones with historical significance, and from causing them to crack a smile to causing them to sit in deep thought. Alright, within this book there are several different types of poetry. We find lyrical, haiku, and free verse. Also within this book, the cultural perspective is one of culturally specific. That means there are several different cultural perspectives included. One of them can be found in Our Family Comes Around the World by Marian Hoberman. And other examples of cultural diversity are Black is Brown is Tan on page 59, Arthur Thinks on Kennedy on page 31, and then we see two Martin Luther King Jr. poems, one on page 33 and one on page 87. And then also there's one called The Happy Family, and that can be found on page 10. As far as genres go, within this book there is contemporary realistic fiction, historical fiction, and modern fantasy. Topics of this book are NCTE award winners, school, children, animals, seasons, family, fun, diversity, a lot of different topics that make it easy for children to relate to this book. Themes, the explicit theme of this book is, if there were a recipe for a poem, there would be these ingredients: word sounds, rhythm, description, feeling, memory, rhyme, and imagination. They can be put together 1,000 different ways and 1,000 more. This was said by Carla Cuskin. The implicit theme of this book is poetry is an art form to be cherished and a form of melodic expression to which many can relate. So one of my favorite poems within this book is called Big Sister. I have a big sister, she's taller and older. On tiptoe I only reach up to her shoulder. But I have a secret that I haven't told her. It's how to grow faster until I grow past her. I watch what she's eating, I watch what she's drinking. I don't let her notice or see what I'm thinking. But each time that she takes a bite, I take two, and that way she only eats half what I do. I have a big sister, she's taller and older. On tiptoe, I only reach up to her shoulder. But I have a secret that I haven't told her. The way I will beat her is just to out-eat her. Alright, so I enjoyed that poem. This poem makes me feel warm. I think the main reason is because I myself have a big sister, and she and I are close in both age and relation. We are only 15 months apart by the day as far as age is concerned, so we've always been able to experience similar things in our lives at any given time. I like this poem because it reminded me of myself when I was younger. I didn't necessarily try to out-eat my sister, as Hoberman insinuates, but symbolically I did in a sense. I remember watching her and learning either from her mistakes or her triumphs. I like this poem also because, just like me, the little girl in this poem keeps in a secret that she looks up to her sister and wants to grow past her and out-eat her. I enjoy the way Hoberman structured the poem. In the middle stanza, she has the text in italics. To me, this almost seems like the narrator is whispering to us, and I imagine that she is trying to tell us quietly enough in order for her sister not to hear. This contributes to the idea that the narrator doesn't want her sister to know that she is observing her every move, and in a way wants to be just like her. So I have drawn an illustration here that kind of represents the poem. Here we see the big sister and the little sister. The big sister is eating half of what the little sister is eating. She's kind of gazing off in space, and then we see the little sister noticing that her big sister isn't paying attention, and she's trying to gobble down double the amount of food so that she can outgrow her sister. So all in all, I really enjoyed this book, and I found that poem to be really interesting, and thank you for watching.